Progress. Nature to man. Man to machine. The path to our future. Oscorp. The Oscorp of today is evolving, and innovative technology needs a guiding hand. Under the direction of Dr. Alistair Smythe, the betterment and security of human life has become our one goal. His mastery of nanotechnology and macro-robotics will guide Oscorp Industries to a better and brighter tomorrow.
Nanobots. What are they? Imagine a robot. Now imagine 400 of them, standing on a dime. A microscopic army working on a molecular level. Their size is their strength, and their potential is limitless.
The leadership of Dr. Alistair Smythe will usher in a new era of progress for Oscorp and mankind.
Oscorp, a new company with the name you trust.
Progress.
Hey there.
Hey.
Thanks for coming with me, Pete. You're brave. We're gonna have to be careful here. I'm not supposed to be here after hours.
I hope it's better than the first time I snuck in. That was not fun.
We're not sneaking. We're investigating. Weird things happen here after hours. Stuff that Dr. Smythe's trying to get rid of. He's not a bad guy, you know? He wants to turn this company around.
Yeah, that's what the video said. So, what exactly is rotten in the state of Oscorp?
I think they're continuing Dr. Connor's work. Cross-species experiments. Come on.
Whoa now. Like, making more lizards?
Making more everything. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out tonight. Oscorp has the geniuses and the resources. Why can't it be a benefit to people? That's why I came back. And Dr. Smythe wants to change things.
I know. His brilliant research will usher in a new era for all humanity.
Huh. Okay, just wait a second.
Nature to man. Man to machine. The path to our future.
Well, we're definitely safe out here, because we'll never get in.
Today is evolving, and innovative
Keep your head down.
technology needs a guiding hand. Under the direction of Dr. Alistair Smythe.
Wow, look at all this. I knew Dr. Smythe was the nanobot guy, but I had no idea he had big bots too. I can't believe you get to play with this stuff every day.
It never gets old.
Whoa, what is that?
Oh my god. This could be proof they're continuing Connor's work.
You were the one that had to sedate him. How can he still move like that? I'm sorry. I gave him everything we had.
Is everyone okay? Gwen? You all right?
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Smythe.
Hey, you kids are in big trouble. What are you doing here?
It's okay. They're with me. What are you doing here, Gwen? You know you're not supposed to be here after hours. Especially with a guest.
Dr. Smythe, I am so sorry. This is my friend, Peter Parker.
Peter Parker? I've heard about you.
I'm hearing a lot about you tonight.
So, why are you here?
I'm totally to blame, Doc. I'm amazed at what you've done with Oscorp. When I heard about the changes you were making, nanobots, I wanted to see them for myself.
You worked with Connors, right? Funny finding you here now as I waste my time trying to dispose of these cross-species.
So this is a cross-species? You promised me that all of Connor's work was over. How many more do we keep here?
I told you the truth, Gwen. The experiments have stopped, just not as early as I'd hoped. No more humans turning into animals like Connors did. But what you see here is what happens when an animal gets a nice dose of human DNA. Here, follow me. I trust you'll keep everything you see in the strictest confidence.
Another one of these cross-species?
This is crazy. The lizard almost destroyed the city. What rational mind would continue to create these things?
Changing the ethics of a large corporation takes time. Now, some scientists argued that these pathetic creatures have some benefit, but they lost that argument. As of tonight, these cross-species disappear. We're shipping them to our biolab for safe disposal. Out of sight, out of mind.
Has this thing eaten today?
It always looks like that. They went farther with Connor's work than we realized. The species in this room are incredibly dangerous and highly contagious. Hence the containment units.
Hey, where'd he go? Come on out, little fella.
That little fella is a walking disease. Any direct contact with it leads to infection. Infection leads to death. Or becoming a cross-species yourself. I want to keep you human, Parker. Let's keep moving.
Is there a cure?
Well, for these things, no. They were never human to begin with. They were born in a petri dish. For the poor humans it infects, unfortunately not. Attempts to develop an antidote have been unsuccessful. I don't want to seem cruel, but you have to understand, that thing is pure vermin. Creatures like this brought Europe to its knees with the plague.
Well, I don't think he likes me.
That's strange. It only reacts like that when it's around other... I mean...
Other handsome guys like me? I'm used to it.
Unlike robots, biological creatures are unpredictable. I much prefer things I can control.
Unpredictable, huh? What is that? An iguana? This has to be the strangest office tour I've ever been on.
Don't worry, Parker. Our next stop is the nanobot lab. Once you see it, you won't want to leave.
Excuse me, Dr. Smythe. I need someone with special clearance to help me take this down to B sector.
I don't have time for this. Gwen, maybe it's a good thing you're here. You can deal with some of this bureaucratic nonsense. A punishment for trespassing. Go with him and catch up with us when you're done.
Doctor, I think I'll escort her. You know, make sure she doesn't get eaten.
I understand. The beast is as enthralled by beauty as man is. Meet me in the lab when you're done. And don't wander. It's an order, Miss Stacy?
Sure, Dr. Smythe. Come on, Pete.
Great meeting you, Doctor.
Likewise, Parker.
Is that... You gotta be kidding me. That's taking things a little far, isn't it?
It's a terrible legacy, but Dr. Smythe says we're putting it in the past. I believe him.
What the what?
What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything.
Peter, I think it senses your blood. It knows.
It's clearly reacting to something. I've never... Oh my god! It's breaking the glass! It's breaking out!
Mrs. Smythe, I shouldn't have brought you here.
I can help.
Dr. Smythe, something is wrong. The specimen inventory is breaking out.
They're all breaking out. Get them out of here. Everyone, evacuate now.
Help!
Yeah, I'll sign a waiver later. I can help.
Too late. Everyone get out of here. I'm activating my security.
Sergeant, you've got to clear this area.
I'm not leaving you.
Dr. Connor started this, and I want to finish it on my terms. Peter, you can't help.
Someone else can.
One. The rat. We gotta put a stop.
What do we do?
Emergency shutdown. My robots take control now.
What are you doing? What?
Peter! Peter!
No. This can't be happening. No. Gwen, look at me. Gwen!
Emergency shutdown initiated.
How do we open this thing? No!
Section 313.
Help me!
Gwen, are you okay?
I'll be fine, thanks. Get me to the quarantine area. I can help you save the other scientists from there.
These robots look like they want to eat me for lunch.
They've been programmed to defend us against cross-species, which I guess you technically are. So, yeah, watch out, Pete. Oh my god, did you see that?
Don't worry, Gwen.
Get you out of here.
It's not working! It got me! Dr. Moore, are you alright? Let's go! Let go of me! Help!
Maybe you can web swing across.
What if these things get out of Oscorp?
I don't want to think about what ifs right now. More robots! Watch out!
Does every robot have to attack me? Ooh, is this a private fight? Or can I join in? Hey, Gwen, I'm like... Time to get out of here.
The door's been sealed. We need to find another way.
Great. Oscorp security system. Quarantine's on the other side. Stay here, Gwen. I'll come back to get you.
Nice one, Peter! Find a way to open the sealed door from the other side!
Cross-species detected. Engage. Cross-species accounted for.
That didn't look pretty.
Cross-species detected.
Ready for this?
Cross threat.
Hurts me more than it hurts you. Knock, knock.
Cross-species detected.
How you like me now? Okay, Gwen. I'm getting you to safety.
Thanks, Pete.
I need to get the others before this really gets out of hand.
Pete, I think we both know that this is already out of hand. Dr. Smythe will have some answers. Find him.
I'll try, but Gwen, I have to ask, what's gonna happen to you?
I don't know, but it's not going to be good. I'm infected, Pete. We all are. You remember what happened to Connors? This only leads to one thing.
But what about the antidote? If it worked before,
Connors was exposed to an earlier strain. You couldn't even call it a virus back then. It's evolved, mutated. There's no antidote to cure this.
what if I stop all the cross species?
There's no question they should be stopped, but even if they are, there's still a risk that the virus will spread.
Gwen, stay calm. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you, okay? We'll figure it out. I'll find Dr. Smythe and the others. Hopefully, it's not too late.
Wait, Peter. Take the Oz phone on the table.
The what?
It's the name of the Oscorp phone. It's still a prototype, but at least I'll be able to call you.
Okay. I'll get back as soon as I can. Gwen, you okay?
I don't know. I have to stay at Oscorp till we find an antidote. We can't risk spreading the infection to the outside.
I know someone who can help.
Be careful, Pete. Dr. Smythe is programming his robots to capture all cross-species. That may include you.
Give me some of them wet.
Whoa! What is that? Huh. I think I'm gonna love this phone.
As you can see, the creature has stopped its rampage in the center of the park. Now that we can have a good look, we can confirm this is not the same reptilian creature that recently terrorized Manhattan. Strangely, it's... Get to the helicopter!
Okay, Smythe. This is a little bit of overkill.
Cross-species detected. Engage.
Hey, come back! I'm pretty sure he's talking to you, right? This is not good! Now or never. I gotta hit this guy. How about that? Get out of here. Strike while the spot's hot.
So, my fellow biologists are responsible. Those vultures. I wonder if Michael Morbius led the charge. Nice enough guy, but no one else seemed more interested in my research. Always insisted I focus on bats instead of reptiles for some reason.
No Batman out there, Doc. That's just ridiculous. There is a rat, though. And that rhymes, anyway.
I'll bet that one's particularly contagious. You see, it's not the new cross species themselves that alarm me so much as the deadly virus that's resulted as a side effect. And you say it's infected half my former colleagues.
And Gwen.
And Gwen. And our only hope is what? Alistair Smythe and his band of killer robots? They'll destroy the city worse than the virus could ever hope to. There has to be another way.
Well, you don't think I broke in here just to tell you the good news, do you?
Wait. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Really? Spider-Man breaking out the lizard from his cage? Who's the crazy one here?
I'm through discussing this. Time to make a decision.
Wait. If you do this, you must promise me. No matter what happens, when it's all over, you must bring me back here. Now, let's go before my medication wears off and I realize how insane this situation really is.
As soon as I get this door open, you run as fast as you can, okay?
Right. Got it.
Breaking out one of the biggest threats we've ever seen from a mental asylum? This'll look good on my resume. This looks like the one. Connor's getting time off for good behavior.
Hey, get away from there! No, no, no! It's emergency unlock! I can't override it! The patients can leave their rooms. This is your fault! You gotta help me!
I have to help you? You tased me, bro!
What the hell are you even doing here, Spider-Man?
Okay, I'll help you clean up this mess. But make sure your friends don't shoot me in the back.
I should shoot you right now! Get out of here!
I'm going. Just don't expect a friend request anytime soon. Everybody, go back to your cell for nap time, all right?
Still get me! I dress up to fight crime!
You're going down! We need some more hurt!
Spider-Man!
Turn and face!
What is that? I don't care now. I just need it to be over. Take your best. Spider-Man, take that corridor and turn left. I'll meet you there.
Hey, wait! Guess he knows his way around this place. Time to get these guys in their cells and play nurse to the injured.
I thought you... Don't hurt me! Oh, God, no! the only one.
Peter, over here! I'll open the gate!
Don't talk about time.
Careful, this place is being torn apart.
I hear you. Meet you up ahead?
I'll be there. I checked the security monitors. Looks like the corridor's clear.
Good. At least some of the doors are still locked. I'm tired of this circus.
Lock mechanism disabled.
Let's dance, Spider Boy. Haha, can't always get all the fun. I see you now, Spider-Man.
Hurts me more than it hurts you!
What? Why are you crying? I have nothing to do with it, but you don't believe. Stop that! Dad, what here is the playable phone?
Just stay there, pal. Excuse me, I'm doing a survey on getting knocked out. Anyone care to participate?
No more treats. I've had enough. I win. Well, you can get him if you want. Go!
I think the situation is under control. It's time to leave.
You're right. My good deed quota's been filled. Let's give our goodbyes.
Good news. We're almost out. Once we clear the storage room, we'll be in the inner corridor.
Is there bad news, Doc?
Do you think your time here has been beneficial to your mental health?
And the spectacular Spider-Man frees the dashing damsel in distress. I'll thank you later.
Hey, come back! You know, you could thank me by getting back to your cell.
Let's see how squishy you are.
Seems like it's your turn to let me through.
Meet you on the other side.
Could you please ask them to stop shooting at me?
Hang on, Doc. I'm on it. Hits keep coming! was a lot easier breaking in than breaking out.
Looks like everyone's breaking out.
Great. I'll have to deal with them later. Come on, Doc. Where are we headed? As much as I'd like to take a vacation, we need to get back to my apartment. Cops. Of course. Fasten your seatbelt, Connors.
Never thought I'd see Manhattan this way.
Beautiful city, huh?
City I almost destroyed.
The past is the past, Connors. Let's focus on the future. Or at least the present. Let's go to my apartment. There you go. Door-to-door service. It's not much, but it's a quiet place to work while you develop the antidote.
You live here?
Are you kidding? I couldn't afford to rent a closet in this place. It belongs to an old friend of my Aunt May. His name's Stan. I'm house-sitting for the summer.
I don't know about this.
Well, the other option is going back to the lizard's lab. In the sewer.
This'll do. Where should we set up the lab?
Over here. I guess we start with getting whatever equipment you need to work on an antidote. There's the computer. Kinda old, but it works. A few books for reference over there, not much. Oh, there's a copy of Splice of Life over there. And the television. Guess we should see if we made the news.
We're stunned today when Kirk Connors, the lizard himself, escaped from the Beloit Psychiatric Hospital with the aid of costume vigilante Spider-Man. There's no clear motive for the breakout, but police have started a citywide search for these two extremely dangerous fugitives. Now, back to our main story.
I guess that's a yes.
Brilliant. Now they'll think you're the villain, Peter. This is all my fault.
Doc, if you help me come up with a cure, we'll both be heroes. I'll contact Gwen and see what's happening.
Wait, will you tell Gwen? About me?
I have to. Just another reason to create the antidote, right? Now, what are we gonna need to set up your lab?
For starters, all my research. I stored my files on a tablet with an Ouroboros insignia on it. But it won't be easy to locate.
No problem there. I broke into Oscorp once. I can do it again.
Peter, be careful. If Oscorp was continuing my work in secret, we don't know what to expect. This is not the same serum that infected me. It's a virus now.
So I've heard. So, ready to play God?
You do remind me of him. Your father.
Oh, Gwen's calling.
Pete.
Gwen! I'm glad you're all right. Listen, I'm with Connors now.
I know, Peter. The whole city knows. You broke him out of prison?
It's a mental facility.
Are you out of your mind? You know what Connors did to the city. He created this problem to begin with.
And he can create an antidote. This isn't the lizard. This is Dr. Connors.
Can he bring my father back?
Gwen.
I trust you, Peter, but I can't trust him.
I'm sorry. I had no choice, but he's the key to getting you better. And right now, I need you to gather his research for me.
I can't. Dr. Smythe sent it to Oscorp's archive facility.
Just hold on a little while longer. I'm on my way.
Hurry, Pete. I know we're quarantined, but it feels like we're prisoners. Smythe says he's working on a solution.
I'm gonna get you out of this, Gwen.
I hope so.
Gwen's been through a lot.
I murdered her father, Peter.
You didn't kill anyone. It was the lizard.
I want to believe you.
Let's make Gwen believe it.
Peter, wait. What are these things?
Oh yeah, I was working on those before everything went down. I call them my spider tracers. Long story short, if I stick this on a police antenna, I should be able to listen to everything they say.
Should?
I haven't exactly had time to try them out yet. No time like the present though, huh? I'll make a detour on the way to Oscorp Archives. Okay, that'll do it. Let the antenna hunt begin. I'll need to connect all three to get the coordinates. My signal's only gonna work if I use it on another antenna. Antenna time. Nice one. It takes two to tango, but three to triangulate. What's that? Another antenna? Ha, sweet. Spider hotline now in service. How may I help you?
1022, assault in progress, over.
Coming through. I repeat, huge rhino-like creature climbing to the rooftop of the parking lot.
A rhino, huh? Should be on my way then. Cars aren't stopping. I wonder if the trucks will. When this man's a rockin', Spider-Man goes a knockin'. About sticking your head into other people's vans? Bad money, bad! Easy as pie.
This wagon surrounded at all times, is that clear? As you can tell, ladies, this ain't no ordinary load of trash. Dr. Smythe himself has instructed that this goes straight to the incinerator, no matter what happens along the way. That freak Spider-Man is still on the loose, so keep an eye out for anything suspicious, from the floor to the ceiling. Now let's roll! A lot of muscle just to guard a box, huh? Hope all this security's necessary.
Here's some more hurt!
Yeah, I can't wait to take you out.
Take that! Heads up!
Right there, over there! Apprehend the suspect! I'm gonna put a gun on you! Hold! Over there!
Thought about a career in interior decorating?
That's gonna hurt!
If I never see another air vent.
Why do they need all of us just to babysit a bunch of boxes?
These boxes belong to the guy that nearly wiped out the entire city. So I'm guessing it's pretty heavy.
I'm just saying, they couldn't get the janitors to throw this stuff out?
You hear what I just said? Whatever's in there could blow us all to Kingdom Come.
Relax, man.
I'll relax on my own time, after this stuff is destroyed. All right, packing on top of what we already got here. Everything must be destroyed.
More guards. This guy's in charge, those two on lookout. Some grunts packing things up, and what's this guy doing? Taking pictures for the Oscorp calendar?
Let's get this stuff to the incinerator ASAP. Good, now get a move on. Sir! Yes, sir!
Don't go, little shutterbug. I hardly knew you. I have to stop this convoy before they destroy Connor's research.
Hey.
So, how's the view from up there? Well, I can get a good look at you slacking off. Not covered now, is it? Time to die! Did you get a decent angle?
Don't fight it, you'll just embarrass yourself even more.
Looking for a fair fight? Well, I ain't dropping my head. Show's over, freak! Hey, wall crawler, give it a break, will ya? Hope you made out your will.
Back now!
The pay is the only thing keeping me here.
Did anyone bring a deck of cards or something?
You went to the bathroom.
FYI,
You ain't getting out of there. Try to surround him.
that didn't look pretty.
I've got to get to Connor's data before these idiots destroy it. Maybe this guy knows what the house cleaning's all about. He sure seems to be logging it well.
Spider-Man?
But you're that reporter on TV, Whitney Chang.
What are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Well, good to know you like to be on top, but I don't usually go this far on a first date.
The network know you got a potty mouth?
Help me out now, please.
Hey, what are you doing? Easy.
So you know who I am. Who's the man behind the mask?
You want the short answer or the long one?
After you pulled that stunt busting Connors out of the asylum, everyone's wondering about your true intentions. You think his research was shipped here too?
What do you mean by two? You're here for Connor's files?
Well, it's not for the fresh air and conversation. There are rumors that Oscorp's new facelift is a scam. They continued the Lizard's experiments, and now they're trashing the evidence. I'm calling it the Oscorp conspiracy for my story. What do you think?
I told you to stop.
Hey, give me that back. Stop! Intruder!
What the heck are you doing?
I'm in uniform. I can play my role, now play yours. It's Spider-Man!
Whoa, was that necessary?
Come on, Spider-Man. Aren't you gonna fight back? Push me in the next room. Get me out of here.
Put him up, now! I'm gonna destroy you! Your hero days are over!
Wow, I almost broke a sweat.
We have to find Connor's research before it gets obliterated. I'll go over there. I want to take a picture.
Not without your camera. What's wrong?
My camera. You took it. Okay, so you're gonna have to do it.
What?
We can work together. And who can get better angles than you? I'll tell you what to photograph. You know how to use a camera, right?
I can probably figure it out.
I could make a career exposing the stuff buried in here. Time to make yourself useful, Spider-Man. Grab that camera.
Or do you think I work for the Daily Bugle or something?
Okay, let's see. How about that shelf? It's pretty close, so you just have to frame it and put it in the picture box.
These belong in the Smithsonian.
You know what? The more proof of Oscorp's involvement I could get, the better. The second you see one of those logos, snap some shots and send them my way.
Sure. No problemo.
We're really gonna nail these guys. Oh, I have to open the door for you, huh? I guess chivalry is dead.
Chivalry's taking a time out until these cross species are stopped. It's like the whole platoon showed up. Gotta stay up high. Use the ventilation ducts. I do love me some ventilation ducts.
Ain't that a pile of scrap?
Calm down, I'll get it.
Can you fix it for good this time?
What am I, in robotics? Stop busting my chops!
Oh, yeah. You're a real Alistair Smythe. They should put your face on all those TVs.
Yes, so he won't you come down here and get his hands dirty. Damn it.
That's it. I've had enough. Good luck with that, bro.
This ought to be fun. More than it hurts you. Come on. Not feeling it? Good riddance.
means.
Ahead, Spider-Man. I see the control room. I'm going in now.
Hey, who's a sidekick around here? Can you reroute the convoy?
I've tried everything, but it's not working. There's a switch over there. Can you get to it?
I'm on it. Well, did it work?
No, and now the system's on lockdown. It won't respond. Wait here. I have another idea.
She needs her own costume.
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Move!
I'm not the droid you're looking for.
Oh, you're a real comedian. And you know what the next line is? Move along!
She's braver than me. Glad she broke superhero rule number 1. Don't get caught. I've got to get her back. Could use some good press.
Who sent you? Why are you here?
What kind of sexist question is that? Can a girl do something on her own?
Answer me!
I was looking for the Mean Jerks with Guns convention. Is this it?
She stuck her nose where it doesn't belong.
And so did you.
I want to teach you some manners.
A member of the media. Well, this got a whole lot more serious. Don't worry.
This? Whitney? Miss Chang? Hello? Come on, wake up!
You didn't try to kiss me, did you?
I wanted to, but you were drooling, so...
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
What now?
I'll see if I can stop the incinerator. You're gonna have to try and grab the container before it's all extra crispy. Okay, go! Are we looking for the same thing?
Connor's research. It's on a tablet computer. Has an Ouroboros symbol on it.
Okay, I'm going for it. Whoa! Don't let him shoot me!
pretty.
I got it!
Don't worry, I'll get you out of here.
My hero. It just nicked me, okay? I'll be fine. You know, I was thinking that you may need my help from time to time.
Your help? I thought I was the one who was helping you right now.
Info, Spider-Man. I can get you the scoop on Oscorp. Give me a number and I'll be able to...
Yeah, I don't give my number on the first date. Wait, I don't... Okay, I messed up this one.
It's your call, but I can help you.
Okay, it's 555-9977. Hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
And what are you doing on Sundays?
Do you ever stop talking?
Do you? Oh, this must be the slowest elevator in town. Any other way out of here?
Why leave so early? I was hoping for the next dance.
Maybe you can dance yourself out of the way, Cupcake.
It'll rain for...
Get some more hurt!
I need a hand! Well, you handled that like a real gentleman. It was a pleasure meeting you, Spider-Man. Hope to see you around.
You forgetting something?
I don't normally give out my number to mass vigilantes, if that's what you
The
mean.
research. A deadly virus infected a lot of Oscorp scientists. That thing's got data that can help create an antidote.
I risked my life to get this just as much as you did.
You need it for a story. I needed to save innocent lives.
Not so fast. I'll hand it over on one condition.
Here we go. Fine, I agree.
Keep my camera and take pictures of everything you can. Everything newsworthy. Especially anything that can help get to the bottom of all this. Keep me posted. This is something that people deserve to know about.
Fair enough, it's a deal. Thanks, Whitney.
Well, you did save my life, Spider-Man. Now get going. Don't forget to send me updates. You wouldn't want me to tell people you're a no-good liar, now would you?
I'll think about it. See you around.
Tell me you don't see him!
Assault in progress, over. Reported aggression in a back alley, over.
Now I know what they're up to, they won't know what's coming.
Hey, Spider-Man, Whitney Chang here. You took some awesome pictures at Oscorp, and I've decided I'm not done with you yet. Things are pretty hectic out there. If you could take some pictures to support my articles, we can really let people know what's going on. I'll email the details, including what pictures could work best. I knew I could count on you. Thanks.
We got a possible 1022 here. Battery reported, over.
Bring these dogs back to their cages.
Yes, perfect. Now we're in business.
Doc?
Very good. Very good.
Did you go shopping while I was out?
What? Oh, I had a few essentials delivered.
A few essentials?
You said yourself your computer is 6 years old.
Where'd you get the money?
I used the credit card.
Credit card?
Yes, there was one on the bookshelf. You said it yourself. We need to turn this place into a proper lab.
But that was Stan's. He's gonna kill me. How much did you spend?
What? Oh, I'm not sure. I just used it till it didn't work anymore. Don't worry. I only need one more thing.
Don't say a jacuzzi.
A sample of DNA from one of these new cross species. It's the final piece to complete this puzzle. From the looks of things, you'll have plenty of samples to choose from.
I'll take care of it. Just keep working. I'm gonna call Gwen. Gwen, it's me.
Spider-Man? I didn't know you were close to Gwen. Is she sleeping?
Doc, I don't know what you've heard, but I'm trying to get you a cure.
I heard that you helped Kurt Connors escape from an asylum. I heard the guards at my archive facility have broken noses. Here we are quarantined. We have fever, nausea, it's difficult to focus, and my robots say a cross-species is still in the building. So after all this, Spider-Man, you tell me you have a cure.
Connors can get you the serum you don't have, Smythe. We're your best hope.
I do have an antidote, and it's almost finished. And it's made with nanobots. They enter the bloodstream and destroy the monsters at a cellular level. The only way to stop this plague is to completely annihilate the host.
Smythe, listen to me. That's a poison, not a cure.
Connors is there with you, isn't he? Tell you what, Spidey. If you and Connors make an antidote before I finish my nanobot cocktail, feel free to try and cure these things. But Connors should know, the dark side can never be cured. Only destroyed.
Smythe, wait! I love the fresh smell of sewers in the morning. Come on out, cross-species. Dr. Connors needs your DNA.
I brought some cheese!
Give me a break. All these different tunnels? I didn't sign up for the grand tour. Maybe it's time I start thinking like a spider. There it is. If I stay quiet, I can... Oh, come on! Turn. Looks like this virus is more aggressive than anyone thought. I gotta work fast before it spreads even more. All right, that's enough running. I don't want to hurt you. I just need to take one small sample. I'll give you a lollipop when it's all over. Huh? I promise. That didn't look pretty. Here, a little right there. Get some more. Hurry.
made some new friends.
What's the problem?
The people up there. Some of them are changing.
Of course. The only thing we can do right now is find the right cross species.
Really? That's when it breaks up? Never mind, I still have to find Rat Boy. What's an Oscorp logo doing here? Better give Miss Chang a holler.
Chang here.
I found one of the Oscorp logos you were talking about. That's what you need, right?
Yes, I knew I could count on you. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure this won't be the last one.
I'm on it. Spider-Man out. Amazing, if I do say so myself. Hey, little ratty rat. I thought I lost you. And I did. Looks like someone's got the flu. Along came a beat up some dude. Time to go into ninja mode. Try this on for size. You want a taste? Take a break. Kinsky! shadows. There you are. Sorry to disturb you, but I just moved in next door and I wanted to know if I could borrow a sample of your blood. That's not the neighborly welcome I hoped for. That's some for you! Come out wherever you are. You're gonna come back, right? That's enough! Now, if you don't mind, I really do need to borrow some blood. You hear something, Stinky? Oh, boy. Feeling it? Like that! Come on! You should stop! With your adopted turtle sons? Can I come? I can use my web as a vibration sensor. What a rat! He lets his friend do his dirty work. Oh, that's gotta hurt. That didn't look pretty. Looks like Alistair knew people were changing. Sewers.
Standing for all species. All species.
Are you kidding me? How many more of you are there? Killer robots versus ratmen? I think I saw this on cable last night. Maybe my web can get me a good vibe on his location. Okay, your turn to count. I want to hide now. Playtime's over. Looks like these guys are finally finishing the 2nd Avenue tunnel. Why do they always like to hide in dark subterranean layers? How about a sunny beach? Just once. Like someone's been busy. Oh, come on. I need your blood in this syringe, silly. Not all over the walls. Then what's it gonna take? Okay, this is one. lollipop, but I'm in a rush and all out of lollipops. What is that?
Oh, no, please! I beg you! No, not elimination! Oh, please, no! No!
Gotcha.
You'd like to fight out in the open, huh? That one's for free!
way! Like now! That's interesting. If I could somehow link this frequency to my spider tracers, I could eavesdrop on Smythe. Let the antenna hunt begin. I'll need to connect to all three to get the coordinates. That's one. 2 more to go. This is great. What's that? Another antenna? Ah, sweet.
Scanning for cross species.
Let's find the last one. Talking about. Bingo! New antenna.
1022, assault in progress. Over. We got a possible 1022 here. Battery reported. Over.
Got the DNA. That robot's down. Back to Connor so we can get that animal.
We have an outbreak on our hands. Sending in sentries. Contain the threat.
Is it gonna do the trick?
It has to. It's our only chance.
Don't mean to rush you, Doc, but hurry up. There's no more time.
All right, let's see what you're made of.
Still more reports of people being bitten by these strange creatures. And yes, as I confirmed earlier, these creatures escaped from Oscorp towers. The infection has been classified as an outbreak, and the CDC is aiding city officials in thwarting the disease. Those who have been infected have bitten others, causing the infection to spread at an even more alarming rate. People are being warned to stay indoors. It is unclear at this time whether officials are planning for a citywide quarantine, closing off the island of Manhattan from the outer boroughs and beyond.
I'm gonna contact Gwen. Gwen? Are you there?
Hi, Pete.
Are you alright?
Been better, that's for sure. Is the antidote finished?
We're close. Can you hang in there a while longer?
I'm good, but the infection's more advanced in some of the others. Why are we depending on Connors? How can we trust him?
He's doing the best he can.
Well, better do it faster. Dr. Strom's not looking too good.
Make it stop!
Get him some water!
Make it stop!
Stand back. Let him breathe.
No! Don't let it stop! Help me!
Oh my god! He's convulsing!
He's having a seizure!
No! He's changing!
Oh no! Dr. Strom! Let him go!
Cross-species detected. Engage. Cross-species detected. Engage.
Let me go, you metal maniac!
No! Let him go! You're hurting him!
Put him down!
Dr. Strom! No!
What's happening? Gwen!
The robots! They're taking Dr. Strom!
It looks like they're trying to kill him!
They must have been programmed to go after anyone with a large trace of cross-species DNA. Pete, hurry! I don't know how much longer we can last.
I'm coming, Gwen. I promise. I'm gonna get you out of there.
I've gotta go. Just hurry.
She'll be all right, Peter. Gwen's a strong girl. She'll pull through.
All right, here we have it.
That's it?
Yes, this is it.
I'm grateful. I just expected it would be more futuristic looking.
Well, it hasn't been tested, of course, but I ran a computer simulation. It should do the trick.
That's okay. We don't have time for testing. I trust you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Kurt. We'll celebrate later. I'm heading to Oscorp. Start mass producing this thing. We're gonna need it.
Reported aggression in a back alley. Over.
Now I know what they're up to. They won't know what's coming.
Now we got a
Joe's
480
pool
hit
hall.
run in
Eight ball
progress.
speaking.
Over.
Spider-Man,
Whitney, what's up?
I've got an exclusive for you.
That's supposed to work the other way around?
I hope it will next time. I wanted to give you a heads up. We're getting reports in the newsroom that a district attorney has been kidnapped and dragged down into the sewers.
I'm on it. Is it robots or cross-species?
That's why it's an exclusive. It was neither. It was just regular people.
Shots fired in front of a pawn shop.
Peter, where are you?
I'm back, Gwen. And I got the antidote with me. This cross-species virus is history.
It's from Connors? I don't know.
Despite what you think, Connors wouldn't let anything happen to you. And neither would I.
The city always looks more alive at night. No use. I'm gonna throw that thing through a wall.
Will you look at this place? What happened here?
I tell you, if this infection can...
Ain't gonna be alive.
Passing through. been busy.
You can't win! You're our next assignment! Don't lose!
Returning to faith!
Friends now! Try to surround it!
You reap what you sow! You're going down!
Try to get us out!
Post videos of these moves!
Get up, Spider-Man! Good for you!
Under the direction of Alistair Smythe has become our 111.
Imagine a room. 400 of them. Their size.
And you're out!
A new era of progress for
Oscorp. A new company with the name of trust.
He's right there! Tommy! See him! Coming! I'll stop for you! Dad! Where did you... I told you, make you ain't so There he is! Finally came out of
Their size is their strength.
It's a private fight? Or can I join in? Stop smiling at me!
Under the direction of Alistair Smythe has become our 111.
All right, no time to wait. Let's go.
Oscorp. A new company with the name of trust.
What was that? Everything okay?
Mission accomplished.
What are you talking about?
The elevator. It's out of service. Permanently.
Took the whole elevator out? A little overboard, don't you think?
Relax. I'll just tell them you did it.
Good call. What's one more blemish on my record?
Become our 111.
Attention all personnel. Spider-Man has breached the facility. Let's see moving toward the quarantine area with a large cross-species. Consider both targets your top priority. The big boss wants both of them alive. I'm talking Mr. Osborn himself, guys. But if you should accidentally happen to load your gun with bullets rather than tranks, well, whoops.
Why does Norman Osborn care if Spider-Man is alive? You can knock all you want, but you can't come in! That was close! Hey, get your own air duct!
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, right? Use the sentries to help destroy the generator.
Tooth Fairy's about to start working overtime.
Cross-species detected. Neutralize threat.
I got some medicine for that cold, but you're not gonna like it.
Never know where he's gonna pop up. Got your body bag ready. Contact. You're going down.
Who else wants some?
Hey, come back here.
this could have been a lot easier. But we did it.
I knew you would.
Spider-Man. The prodigal son returns. And what's this?
A cure to the infection.
A cure?
With all due respect, you ever hear the expression ladies first? This serum should be used on...
So Connors starts his whole nightmare, then redeems himself with his half-baked concoction. Amazing. You would think he was trying to steal Oscorp out from under me.
Dr. Smythe.
Could never let you be his guinea pig, Gwen. Oh, beautiful Gwen. Who knows what this serum will do? If anyone should risk it, it should be me.
No!
If it works, we'll study it and design it at Oscorp. Not some insane asylum. Or sewer. Or spider web. So, without further delay...
Smythe! What's happening? What did you do?
What's happening? This is your cure? Ah! My legs! My legs! I knew I couldn't trust you and Connors. He did this on purpose. To poison me. Poison all of us. So his beast could rule the city. I won't let it happen. You'll pay for this, Spider-Man.
You trusted the lizard? What have you done?
This wasn't supposed to happen. Gwen! I'm sorry! There's too many of them. It wasn't supposed to happen like this. That's enough!
Try to get a better angle.
First come, first served! Wish you'd stop! Come on! Enough already! Lost it.
Peter, can you hear me?
Just barely. Gwen, are you okay?
I've had better days. Listen, I think I can help with the door, but it's going to take some time. Sorry.
No need for apologies. Just glad you're still in one piece.
Ah, look at the two lovebirds, working as a team. Well, let's send a few of my toys to distract you.
Gwen, can you hear me?
Hold on, Pete.
Gwen? Are you there? Gwen! You did it! Gwen? Nothing really moves at the pace you want.
wanted to see a cage match, why didn't you say so?
Look how bad you're aiming?
Hurts me more than it hurt. You finish after all this. Guessing that some people can just brush this off and keep playing the tough guy. I'm not one of those people. That could have gone smoother. Gwen, I don't know if you can still hear me, but hang in there. I need to find Connor. Connor's antidote was supposed to save them. Cripple them. Purpose? I need to talk to him. Now. What the? Okay, buddy. You're trying to scare me. It's working. Where'd you go? Snake charmer when you need one. Come on, Spidey, move it! How do you like them webs? Now, go. Sorry I hit you, big guy. Come on out now. Hooray! That's it. Now! How do you like that? That was close.
We've just arrived, but this battle is in full swing. Oh my god. We got hit by Spider-Man is riding this robot. Where are they headed?
You looking to thank me, big guy? Gotcha! How about that? Gotta look out for that swiping laser attack. End up as a pile of dust. Tentacles seem to have poison. Cut it out, you overgrown washing machine! See this dry cleano? Antenna's gonna break. More than that thing can chew. Hey, you! Fine! Thank you, Alistair. A giant snake robot was just what the city needed.
Speeding cars, over.
To get back to Connors now. I have a few questions for him.
Hey, Spider-Man. I know you're busy, but guess what? I found you a secret facility. I'll send the coordinates and you can decide if it's worth your time. Enjoy.
Besides losing my life, what's the worst that could happen? But hey, I kinda enjoy having new toys to play with.
1020, potential theft reported, over.
Time to crash their party. Kurt! Kurt! No, I don't believe this. He's gone. Gwen was right. How could I be so stupid? I let the lizard escape. Oh.
Sorry. I'll have to go see my family. I found them. Martha and Billy in the backyard. I just hid there, watching. Peter. My God, what happened to you?
What happened? Thanks to your antidote, not only is Dr. Smythe crippled, but now I'm afraid he's gonna hurt Gwen. That's what happened.
But my antidote shouldn't interfere with his...
Well, it did interfere. It interfered real bad. He can't walk anymore. You told me it would work.
I said, theoretically.
Theoretically? This is not a science project. People's lives are at stake. Are you the lizard or Kurt Connors? Tell me.
If you are seriously asking me that question, maybe you should have just left me at the asylum.
Gwen is still back there. Do you know what's gonna happen if she changes?
I did my best.
We'll save her. We will.
You're bleeding.
So what?
You're tired. You need to lie down.
No. I need to save Gwen. I need to save everybody.
Peter, you need rest.
I can't stop. I've got to...
Sleep, Peter. I'm going to finish this. Just sleep. How can it be that you never got infected? Wait. You are the answer, Peter Parker. What's this? No. Yes. Can it be that simple? No. Verify the data, Doctor. Verify the data. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this.
Gwen, I'm coming.
Easy. Are you alright?
How long was I asleep?
Long enough for me to complete the antidote.
Antidote?
Yes. A new cure. A perfect antidote.
How do you know?
The answer was you. Your blood, Peter. Suddenly, I realized that you are the perfect cross-species. Whatever it is about your blood that keeps you from transforming completely, that's what makes you unique. Your human side never gave way to the spider. It's done. So, you ready to play God?
How soon can you have it ready?
It's ready.
Peter, you've got to help me.
Where are you?
They brought us in the biolabs facility. Smythe's still trying to finish his work on his own serum. A serum with nanobots. They wanted us to be the first test subjects when it was done, and I ran. I got away, but I'm stuck here.
I'm coming to get you. Connors has a new antidote. Is everybody together?
The robots took them downstairs.
Where's Smythe?
I don't know. I can hear his robots. I think they're...
Just stay put, okay?
Hurry, Pete. I don't know how long I can stay out of sight. Wait a sec.
Gwen! What's happening? Gwen! Talk to me! Are you alright?
Peter!
I'm losing the signal! Gwen! Something's messing with my communications. I need to find out what, where. Sorry to disturb you, satellite dish. Your service is canceled. Whoa! Yes! Booyah! Time for some discipline. I call this one Cavalcade of Bruises. Now that that's over. Jamming never pays. Back to Oscorp again. There's still time to save Gwen.
20 potential thefts reported, over.
There's no such thing as a small crime. Superhero Hotline.
Well, what'd you think of my latest broadcast?
It was great. Really nice.
You didn't watch it, did you? I figured you for the type to sit at home all day glued to CNN and a police scanner praying something would blow up.
Only on the weekends.
Well, I'll give you the edited for TV version. Get down to the water...
I've got to get through this door and get this to Gwen. I hope she's all right.
Okay over there? Of course it is. Who do you think we are? I don't hear a lot. Noise over there. It's because we're talking. Check it out. He's over there. Spider-Man, come through. Time to put a hurt on you.
You reap what you sow. Vince, keep coming. Right back at you. Running out. Hey folks, Spider-Man here. I have an antidote to the infection. You're gonna be all right. Just hold on a little while longer.
Thank God. You don't know what we've gone through.
Gwen, where are you? Everything's gonna be fine, but I need to find Gwen Stacy. Where is she?
She ran away, but we don't know where. Okay, I'm coming for you guys. Hold on. I'll have more answers once I get to the labs.
Can't believe I had to cancel poker night for this.
It hurts more than it hurts you. You're going down.
Detected. Decontamination procedures engaged.
This bunch of locks to take care of. Let's do this.
By Oscorp's greenhouse, the only one of its kind in the world. Here the process is
right there!
Possible impurities will the high level of controls that are standard practice at Oscorp. This final step is deemed necessary to ensure the integrity of the Oscorp name.
Here's some more hurt! Locks somewhere. I've gotta be done with these locks by now.
Hey, what's going on? It's a guided tour, not a haunted house.
Got your body bag ready?
That didn't look pretty. Let's hope the next lock is the last one. Let's see what other attractions this park has to offer. Off to the lower levels.
Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged.
The last thing I need right now.
Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged.
I want my money back on that ride.
You think Spider-Man will come this way? What's here?
I should have left holes for you to play patty cake.
It's getting... Certain call for you. Going apart! Whoa! Just you! Ready to give up? Try to...
detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Cross-species detected. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged. Cross-species detected. Decontamination procedures engaged.
Spider-Man, hurry! We can't hold much longer.
I'm coming! Just hang in there! I'm gonna get you out!
Contamination level 98%. Eradication imminent.
Enough talk! Time to get bitten.
What am I, nuts?
You've been transferred.
Whoa! My turn.
I sure am glad to be up here. These robots are kind of freaking me out.
Then wants to play it, blood?
You can play 20 questions now if you want.
Spider-Man, no!
Come on! I don't have time for this! Just don't quit, do you?
Contamination level 100%. Eradication process.
All right there. Hello?
Take cover while I deal with these tin cans! Webs away! These guys first! Okay, let's get this over with. Hit me with your best shot! Can we pretend I didn't say that? What in the... You made it. So far. Here's the antidote. Enough for everyone. And this time, it works. It has to.
Let's hope so. It stings. I don't know how you did it, but it works.
It's a big relief. All right, everyone step up for your shots. This robot, only Gwen could have sent it. It means she's alive. I'm sure she's alive.
did it. I'm here now. I have the cure, and it works. Gwen? Gwen? No. No, you can't do this. I saved you. I did everything I could to save you. You've got to hold on for me. Gwen! Gwen, you gotta fight for me. You gotta fight! Gwen! You were the one. When I first saw you in science class, I just wanted to be with you. Even when I promised I wouldn't, I just wanted to love you. I'm lost without you, Gwen.
Peter, that is the cheesiest speech I've ever heard.
Gwen! You're
alive and feeling a lot better. The antidote works?
It sure does.
Peter, is everything okay?
Are you okay is the question.
I'm getting better.
Good. Just another day at Oscorp, huh? I can't believe you had the strength to reprogram that robot.
Well, the newer models still attacked you, though. They must be operating under a different protocol.
Smythe probably had something to do with that. Kept enough robots under his command to keep control of the situation.
I'm not sure if anyone's controlling this situation.
Where's Smythe now?
He disappeared after he sent out the SO2, the snake robot, to kill you. I guess Oscorp is reevaluating his job performance.
You think we can try and hack through the computer system and shut down the rest of the robots?
Alistair Smythe designed the codes himself. Not likely.
Thought you'd say something like that. Well, get some rest. We'll be out of here soon.
Okay, a little heads up, Gwen. Web slinging indoors is a little different than outdoors, so hold on tight, and we'll be at my place soon.
Peter, I'm fine.
Gwen, you almost died.
There's no time. We need to set something straight first.
You mean between us?
No, Pete. You have enough to do. And people are still in the dark about what really happened here. They think you're the bad guy.
How many times are we gonna split up?
I need to tell the police what's happened. I know people on the force that were close to my father. They'll listen.
Just promise me, if you feel...
Pete, I'm fine. Thanks to you. Now go.
I have to get home and tell Connors the good news. And a quick shower wouldn't hurt either.
We just sighted another infected.
We got a 510 speeding cars, over. 1020 potential theft reported, over. 1022 assault in progress, over.
Bring these dogs back to their cages. Oh, no, you don't!
Guess what time it is, Spider-Man? Time to gear up. That's right, I found a new secret facility. Am I the best reporter on the entire planet, or what? Don't answer that. You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Miss Chang. I will get upgraded. Let's just hope I don't end up with a bullet-induced ventilation system.
Doc, the serum works. Gwen and the scientists are saved. What's happening?
Have you seen the news recently? They talked of putting the whole island in quarantine. Worried about a global pandemic. I'm trying to macro up my serum before this virus spreads outside of New York.
You alright?
Do you think they'll ever forgive me?
You're about to save an entire city. That helps.
Not the city. My family.
Everyone will. I'm sure of it. We're gonna get this city back under control. Everyone's gonna be alright.
Have you heard about those poor souls at the bank?
What bank?
The heist at St. Gabriel's. You need to go tune on the TV.
St. Gabriel's Bank is under siege with an untold number of gunmen inside. With the outbreak of an undetermined virus threatening the city, the police are spread thin, and it's clear these criminals have taken advantage of an already bad situation.
I wonder who's behind this.
Go then. You can stop it. I'll finish my work here.
Where are you going, little guy? That's just rude. Quick little robot. About that. I see an opening. Had enough? Now or never. I gotta hit this guy. Now I remember. I've got some pictures to take. I gotta remember to snap some pics. If I don't, Whitney will get all snippy. Is that a word? Snippy? It is. It is a word. Amazing. If I do say so myself.
Goodbye, hope.
Just gonna bring you be over shortly. Trust me.
22 here. Battery reported. Over.
Gotta bring these dogs back to their cages.
Not in an intervention team. You're requested to move out of the area.
Here we are. Safe and sound.
Oh, I'm so glad to be on the ground. Thank you.
Let's see. Didn't Whitney Chang trust me with some photo errands lately? Here we go. All right. Should be in a gallery.
This is a restricted area.
There. Here, let me help you.
Safety perimeter.
Can't stop now. There may be more of them. On the ground. Thank you. What's with my phone? Should I turn it off and on again? Maybe my connection's being hijacked. I should look into it. So that's what's been bugging me? Huh. Say hello to the scrap heap, mister. Ready to give up? I'm listening.
Well, now you're the two top people on Dr. Smythe's most wanted list. Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I noticed you used Oscorp intel to find out where you're staying. Someone saw Connors enter your apartment. Now Smythe is going straight for him.
Reported aggression in a back alley. Over.
Just what I need. Thanks, Gwen. What was that all about? What would anyone want with Connors?
1020, potential theft reported. Over.
There's no such thing as a small crime. Hello? Dr. Connors! Dr. Connors?
CDC upgraded it to an outbreak-level disaster. People all over the city show symptoms of what we now know as the cross-species virus, following attacks by the creatures.
What have I done?
In the meantime, Oscorp Industries has released a statement distancing itself from Dr. Alistair Smythe, who was fired shortly after.
Peter Parker, I introduce you
my Spider Slayer.
Great! Just don't mess up the furniture! Are you kidding me? How many of these things are there? Though. These robots are getting harder to beat. Unknown caller. Hello?
It must be something.
Gunshots from a speeding car.
Whistling
Over.
wildly around the concrete canyons of New York. Feeling the wind at your back. Peter Parker.
Smythe? How do you know that?
That Peter Parker and Spider-Man is the same person. Please, nothing that affects you, Parker. You sided yourself with Kurt Connors, the man responsible for these monsters rampaging through the city.
Oscorp is responsible, Doc. When they evolved beyond your control, you blame the lizard instead of yourself. You can't face losing control, can you?
I don't need Oscorp to stay in control. And I don't need Connors. You want it? I'll send you the coordinates.
I'm putting an end to this.
Spider, I discovered a new secret lab. Are you ready? I mean, I don't go through all this trouble so you can ignore me, you know.
I didn't mean to let those enemies.
It's my pleasure to help.
And let me guess, it's potentially life-threatening, right? But hey, I'm Spider-Man. What am I complaining about? Web pun.
Oscorp, huh, Alistair? That sure is some determination. Shame it's used to such destructive ends. We have to find Connors before Alistair does something stupid. Like killing him. It's not already done.
The world doesn't need an antidote against evil, Connors. It needs a weapon. This nanobot serum is my greatest breakthrough. A new era of nanotechnology begins today. It will change everything. My legacy will be eternal. And I want you, Connors, to see it all unfold.
Serum did more than take your legs. You've lost your mind, Smythe.
Don't apologize. My mind has never been clearer. I have a responsibility.
Why did you want to use a poison on innocent people? If you just let...
Don't speak to me like I'm an idiot, Connors. I know your plan. By presenting a solution to the problem you created, you're welcome back to Oscorp like the prodigal son. No! My work will shape the future, not yours. I will save the city.
I could probably get access to the elevator and reach Connors through here. As long as there's movement in there, the assembly line's locked. Take a break. Now think about what you've done. I've got to shut them. These mechanical arms, they don't look like they know how to give a good massage. Look what you made me do. Smythe's got his spies out in full force.
Don't crowd now, you'll all get your turn, I promise. You're going down.
Take this!
That's gotta hurt. Your pride, I mean.
was expecting. Oh, and he sent some escorts. Very nice. Here's hoping they didn't add a web. You are? No wonder it was a Trojan horse. The longer it takes to find you, Dr. Smythe, the more fun it's gonna be taking you down.
Alistair, I have no doubt that your work is important, that one day it will revolutionize the world. But not this way!
I am destroying monsters that threaten to annihilate the city. What is more pure than good against evil?
Think of Einstein. Think of Oppenheimer. They unlocked the secrets of the atom to save the world, not destroy it. Their work was corrupted by others, but you have a choice.
And you had a choice as well. You chose evil. You are either with us or against us, Doctor.
Don't make the mistake I made. You have to know there's only one way this will end. Alistair, the serum you injected yourself with wasn't ready. You still have the cross-species virus inside of you. I can help you.
And who will help?
Should be studying, flirting with cheerleaders, and playing WoW. Instead, I'm about to get killed in a robot factory.
Do you think Spider-Man will come to your rescue?
I hope he does.
It's too bad he isn't here to share this moment with us.
This moment?
Our trial run. It was your failure to test your sample that led to such unfortunate events. I will not make the same mistake. Funny. I feel them sometimes. As if they still work. But they don't.
You've lost it. You belong in a nut house, Alistair!
I'm sure you can recommend a few. Cool off a bit as I prepare the nanobot serum. Think about what you've done.
Seems like I'm always breaking you out of places.
Peter? You shouldn't have come.
Sorry I'm late. Robots, rush hour traffic, you know.
All species detected.
Kids keep coming!
fight fire with fire. Maybe metal against metal could serve you right here.
Can't leave you behind! Smythe is doing this because of me!
So, here we all are. What a meeting of the minds.
Cross species detected. Go! Get to your old lab! Bad memories or not, you have to go!
You mind if I borrow these, Spider-Man? Connors is right. You shouldn't have come. But I knew you couldn't resist. What would people say if Spider-Man couldn't save his friends? Well, you'll find out soon enough.
I'll give you one last chance, Smythe. Stop all this,
Or what? Connors did his part. And now, you will do yours. And in time, this will all come to an end.
What are you talking about?
I had no real interest in Connors. I wanted the bigger fish. But let's not spoil the surprise. Soon Oscorp will regret turning their back on me.
It's gonna be hard getting your job back. Unless Oscorp has a work-from-prison program.
Well, once I save the world from the threat of the cross-species, it won't matter what people think of me. My nanobots are the future.
You're still infected, Smythe.
And I don't have much time, do I? And now, my guinea pig, just relax. I won't unleash this on the world without testing it first. I'm not crazy. So, how would you like your tombstone to read? Spider-Man or Peter Parker? Wakey, wakey, Spider-Man. What's the matter? Can't handle a few million poisonous nanobots in your bloodstream?
I'm still alive.
Give it time. The fun's just starting. You took my legs, but you will never take my genius. My genius created this, and this will pound you into oblivion.
Hey, a little warning next time, huh? I'll find the door. This is gonna hurt. Or not. They're not reacting to me. That can only mean Alistair succeeded, and I'm no longer Spider-Man.
Of course. The nanobots are altering your cross-species DNA. That's easily remedied with a few simple commands. They can just as easily be programmed to attack powerless buffoons.
Just when I was starting to like them. My web shooters. Can't leave without those. And my phone, too. I'm too weak to swing on a web. But I can still shoot a few.
Find a way to get over there like a normal dude. What would Flash Thompson do? Anyone missed me while I almost got killed.
To go underground to continue production of the antidote. It appears the sewers is safer than the surface, at least for the time being. I'm at my old laboratory putting things back in order. Meet me here.
numerous sightings at the outset of this crisis, including by yours truly. There's been no sign of him for hours, leading many to wonder if the once alleged author of this tragedy is now another victim. Whoa, are you seeing this? We can now see Spider-Man himself making his way out of the rubble.
An eye on me, Whitney?
Run for your lives!
Hey, Peter, this is Stan. My bank called. There's a large amount of activity on my card. Apparently, someone bought a ton of lab equipment. Lab equipment! Boy, I hope it's not you, Parker, but something tells me it is. You live in some amazing fantasy, kid, and it's time you started living in the real world. What am I gonna tell your Aunt May? Call me.
If he's angry about the card, he's gonna flip when he sees his apartment.
Gwen! Peter! Thank God you're all right. You didn't answer my messages, and I didn't know what to do, so I came here looking for you. Look, I hate this place, and I hate Connors for what he did, but I want to trust you. Peter, what happened?
Just another disagreement between me and a powerful madman bent on world destruction. You know how it goes. My powers are gone.
What? How?
Smythe injected me with some nanobot cocktail, like a mechanical virus. I'm fading, Gwen. I can feel it. Not only my powers, but... where's Connors?
I looked around. This place is deserted.
There's more to this lab than you know, Miss Stacy.
Connors, you're all right. We can still get this antidote out.
Is it ready? Smythe's robots are destroying the city.
It's ready, but we can't stop them without Spider-Man's help. And while he'll never admit it, Pete's not in a condition to go anywhere.
I'll be dancing in just a minute.
This cure is useless if no one's alive to get it.
So this is it. After all that's happened, it comes down to this.
I swore never again to touch this. But I must. God help me.
What do you mean? Wait, what is that?
If I can get back here before it completely takes over, I might still have a chance.
No! Tell me that is not what I think it is, Connors. Tell me you're not thinking of turning yourself into the lizard. I am not living that nightmare again.
But how many people will die if I don't?
My father died, you bastard! You have been planning this all along!
Stop it, Gwen! What other choice do we have? With Peter in his condition, the lizard is the only one strong enough to stop Smythe.
I'm not a superhero. You are a monster!
I'm not a monster. I'm not a superhero. I'm a scientist. Now listen to me. There's a time window before the lizard brain takes over. A window where I'm in control. I can use the lizard's powers to defeat the robots. And I swear I'll be back before it takes over. It's our only hope.
Easy, Pete. Relax.
Man, I was out of it, huh?
Literally. Your heart stopped. It's lucky I found this thing.
Hey now, I'm supposed to be the one who saves lives around here. Connors. Where's Connors?
He's the lizard now. We haven't been crushed by a giant robot, so I think he's helping us, for now.
He needs help. I gotta get up there.
You need to stay right here.
That's not gonna happen. I feel better now than when I came in here, somehow. Without my web swing, there's no way I'm reaching that thing.
You need a lift, Spider-Man!
Hey!
System's not responding. Damn it!
Back.
You won't prevent me from saving this city.
Cross-species in this city.
Ready to give up?
Get you, Spider-Man!
Go!
Your toy doesn't scare me!
Just you and me.
can stop this, Smythe! Connors, it's me! It's Peter! Connors!
Looks like you made a new friend!
I can't control.
Go away, Spider-Man! I'm dead anyway!
Never, Alistair!
No! Without my robots, I can't save the city!
Look around you! This is your idea of saving the city?
They must lead us to a brighter, better tomorrow!
Forget about tomorrow, Smythe. It may not come.
Oh my god. My god, what have I done?
Gwen, listen to me.
Incredible news. I reprogrammed the Hunter to spread the antidote to every hospital in the city. But I still need a few tweaks to make it work.
That sounds great, but you need to skip the tweaks. Connors is in full-blown lizard mode. He's coming your direction.
Of course. What did you expect, Peter?
I'm on my way. Listen, we can't all just get along. Because all this fighting is really taking its toll on the city. First come, first served! That didn't look pretty. Must be waiting for me. I need to drain the water if I want to live through this. That water is a big mistake.
Peter, wrong. Everywhere. It's longer.
I don't know what you're saying, but the picture. I'm almost there. Gotta reach Gwen, and fast. Off to the lab I go. Running out. remind me of someone.
Right on common ground? This is on ground here. That's gonna hurt! Red level just reached new depths.
Peter, where are you? I'm starting to lose it down here.
Here's some more hurt. Lizard is out. Have to make sure Bud's okay. Don't worry, I got your back. Monsters and me caught in the middle. Talk about a bizarre love triangle. Can't get enough of me, huh? That's kinda cool. Is this avant-garde or post-apocalyptic? I'm wasting time. Clearing a path, huh? No ticket, no getting in. The hunter? When must be close. Where are you?
Here, Pete. Almost to the finish line.
What's left to do?
Make the hunter lizard-proof. This hunk of metal can shoot bullets and lasers, and I bet it can shoot the serum as well. Don't you think?
You're a genius, and you're hot. That's not a bad combo.
You need to tell your impatient fans out there to chill out.
Crowd control. Right, I'm on it.
Maybe you guys aren't interested in an orderly debate. So fast! Gwen, heads up!
I'm sorry. There was no other way.
Spider-Man! Bring some more hurt!
Thanks, Pete.
Hurts me more than it hurts. Tight spot now. Gotta buy her some time. Keep coming! You're going down! You're hurt! Hurts me more than it hurts you! It's coming! You're going down! Can't you see we're doing this for your sake? God, if I don't get taken over by my spider genes.
Get away!
And exit lizard stage right.
Glad you're doing better.
Thanks.
You saved me. Twice in one day.
Well, what's the point of saving the world if Gwen Stacy's not in it?
The robot. I've loaded it with enough serum to... Yeah.
Nice way to change the subject.
Someone has to keep you focused.
I appreciate it.
So, what do we do about Connors?
Checked him with some of this good stuff, then spread it to the city.
Sorry. I had to do it. Now.
Because later I'll be lizard food?
Just get out there. Go save the day.
Sweetheart, this ain't the first time I've caught a scientist who mutated into a giant lizard.
The hunter will help you find him. Be careful.
Gotta sift through this scrap heap to find the serum. Don't try and stop me from turning you back. Any last words from the lizard before I get my friend back? Words, Connors. With syllables? The toughest fights are always with the ones closest to you. I know you're in there, Doc. I need you to stay. I'm not sure how much more either one of us can take. Okay, buddy. If you're trying to scare me, it's working. It's time to fulfill my promise, my friend. Hold still. I know what's coming, but I sure don't like it. Hold on, Doc. I'm coming for you. I need to get out of here. Spiders and water don't mix.
Wake up! Are you all right?
You saved the lizard.
I saved you.
Is everyone all right? Gwen?
She's fine. You didn't hurt anybody. Except me.
What about Smythe?
If there's any justice in a jail cell downtown.
I see. I guess his dream failed. He saw the world in black and white. Tried to shape it to his vision. But it's all just shades of grey, isn't it?
I guess so.
Well, I guess it's time to get back to the asylum. I hear it's movie night.
You saved the day, Doc. Today, the lizard was a hero.
He's still inside, Peter. Lurking in the shadows.
We all have our monsters. Keeping them at bay makes us strong. Smythe couldn't see that.
That he who is without sin cast the first stone. You're so much like your father, Peter.
This is Whitney Chang with the aftermath of the virus outbreak that started at Oscorp Towers and spread to the streets of the city.
Come on, Whitney. Spider-Man saves the world. You can do it.
Not gonna happen.
Spider-Man, once believed to be the cause of the outbreak, is now being called a hero by city officials and the public.
Yes. You owe me a dollar.
I'll write you a check.
We've learned that Spider-Man not only fought the robots and cross-species holding the city under siege, but also helped develop a cure for the outbreak.
Hey, what about me, Whitney?
What about you? I bet you wind up in a secret underground lair of some other mad scientist by the end of the day, and I'll have to save you.
Oh, is that what I am? A damsel in distress?
I don't know, but you're definitely distressing me.
Another cheesy line to go in your collection.
Going to such dangerous lengths as to break the infamous Dr. Kirk Connors out of the Beloit mental facility in order to develop a cure.
I know Connors helped you, but I'm still missing a father.
I know.
As of officials monitor the situation and ensure that the infection is not spread, I'm sorry. I'm being told that Dr. Smythe, who was arrested earlier today for his involvement in this crisis, has apparently escaped police custody.
A guy in a wheelchair ran away from the police? I gotta do something.
Tomorrow. Deal with it tomorrow.
This is Whitney Chang.
I can feel my legs again. I'm turning into one of them. They think they save the city. How can you regain your humanity when the beast infects your soul? I did the right thing. I had the answer. It's in me, taking my thoughts, my body. I will not live like that. I am in control. In control. I am not one of them. I will never be one of them.
Species detected.